Cameron from the Mighty Blues, and welcome back to episode number 3 of our FIFA 19 Everton career mode. Now I just want to say before we get into this episode, I am recording this before episode number 2 has gone out, so any suggestions for players or formations or anything like that that you've put in the comment section of episode number 2, I'm not just ignoring it, I'm not just disregarding it, it's just that I haven't put the episode up yet, so I haven't seen it before recording this. Once this episode has gone up, obviously we'll have 2 and 3 up as well as 1, and then once it comes to recording episode 4, I'll see all your comments and stuff from the previous ones, and we'll be able to put them into play and get them ideas sort of rolling. So in this episode, just to recap from the last episode, obviously we got our first win of the season against Wolverhampton Wanderers away from home. Hirving Lozano getting his first Everton goal, assisted by fellow debutant Gabriel Jesus. A good win away. We also obviously signed Gabriel Jesus, as I'm sure you know, because he got an assist. So in this episode, we're going to play Southampton at home in the Premier League. Obviously Everton's first home game of the season. A couple of things I wanted to do before we go into that. Obviously, a little email here saying great work. We've managed to smash our brand exposure goal for the season already. We wanted to earn at least £39 million and 600 grand from shirt sales this season, and we couldn't have done it without you. So we've already done that. We've already smashed that, which was a high priority, which is good. I dare say that's one of the reasons why our rating has gone to 84. Not going to sign anybody else in this episode, just this one, because like I say, I want to wait for you guys to have an input, and I want to see what you guys think in terms of which positions we should improve on. We've still got £58 million, of course, and that can be messed about with a bit. So the first thing I want to do is I want to add another team sheet. This is a feature you can do. So obviously we've got the regular team sheet, Everton's regular formation that we play pretty much every game. You can then add another team sheet, which just allows you to basically put another formation, add some more players. Basically that means if you have a cup game come up against a smaller team, you don't have to go and switch the whole team around. You can just click, press that button, swipe across, and it'll go to your sort of secondary team sheet if you like. So we're going to do this as a 4-4-2. I want to try Cenk Tosun and Gabriel Jesus together up front rather than on their own. And this is going to mean Gylfi Sigurdsson drops out for now, but yeah, I think, like I said in the last episode, I don't think FIFA have done wonders for Gylfi Sigurdsson. He's our highest rated sort of outfield player, but in terms of his ability on the game, I don't think it's brilliant because he hasn't got that pace. He's not really helped, to be honest, on this game. So he is going to drop out in that team sheet. He will still be in this team sheet, of course, and we will alternate between the two. Another thing I wanted to do before the first game of the season is bring back an Everton player that's currently on loan, that's never actually played for Everton in real life because of work permit issues and stuff, but on FIFA 18 he was absolutely fantastic, so I want to bring him back to FIFA 19, and that player is Henry Onyekuru. I'm sure if you're an Everton fan, you are aware of this kid. He is doing fantastically well for Galatasaray on loan at the minute in the Turkish league. He is scoring goals in the Champions League, like it's fun, but because of work permit issues and him not playing enough for his country and what have you, he hasn't actually been able to play for Everton yet, but I'm sure, hopefully, in the next couple of years we will get to see him. But on FIFA, I know, on FIFA last year, FIFA 18, I ended up bringing him back from loan because I was short of players, playing him for a couple of games just to see how he was, and he was absolutely fantastic. So that's something we're going to do right now as well. Henry Onyekuru, recall from loan, 544 grand, not too bad. We'll get him in there. He's got Ronaldo's boots on, but he hopefully now should be available for the squad. Let's have a look. Where are you? Here you go. Henry Onyekuru, 76 and a left midfielder. Let's see how good he is. I'm going to put him in there. I'm going to take tough one. I'm going to take Theo out for this team sheet. Obviously Theo will still be on the other team sheet, so depending on which team we go, Theo will be on the bench either way. But I'm going to take him out of this one, on that team sheet, sorry. I'm going to take him out of this one to give Henry Onyekuru a go. Transfer offer for the Disagana game, £16.2 million from Barcelona. Absolutely not. We are going to reject that offer from Barcelona. Barcelona wanting Ghana game. That is interesting. So we're going to skip ahead now. We've lost the manager rating. I don't quite know why that is, but we're going to skip ahead now, and we're going to go into our first game of the season at home against Southampton. We'll see how we do about that. The loan deal for Henry Onyekuru has expired. We've just seen that. An offer retracted for Phil Jagielka. Fair enough. So we're going to go into the first game of the season against Southampton. We'll see how we do in that game, and then hopefully we've got the series up to 2 wins on the row, and we can go from there. £13.5 million offer for Seamus Coleman just before we go into the game. That is clearly getting rejected, although his value is only 10 million, which is a bit mad, but that's getting rejected. So we'll go into the first game of the season at home now against Southampton, and we'll see how we can do. So here we go, first game of the season at home against Southampton. Let's get into it. Obviously we're going to wear the home kit. They can wear whichever kit they want. I'm going to go with this setup with 2 strikers. Obviously, Cenk Tosun is very good in this game. He just lacks the pace to be a lone striker, but he can put the ball in the back of the net really well. So we're going to play him with Jesus. Obviously, Jordan Pickford in goal. Lucas Digne, Kurt Zouma, Yerry Mina, Seamus Coleman, Richarlison, Garnagay, who is wanted by Barcelona, apparently, Andre Gomez, Hernan Lozano, Gabriel Jesus, both obviously getting their home debuts for Everton, and Cenk Tosun with Henry Onyekuru and Gylfi Sigurdsson obviously on the bench. So let's see how we can do in this game. Hopefully we can get our first home win of the season. This game in real life obviously saw Everton's first win of the season after managing to draw 2-2 against Wolves in real life, but hopefully this can be a win for the Blues today. So let's skip past all that stupid training malarkey. There'll probably be a cutscene here. Let's say, oh no, I thought there'd be a cutscene on Jesus, but there's not. Straight into the game. Here we go. Southampton FC. Here he is. Jesus looking fine as usual. Cenk Tosun kicks off, and we are underway. Oh, don't be too clever, Yerry Mina. Where's Lozano here? He is, go there. Skills. He's taking it round. It doesn't matter, he's got the pace. It's a good ball through to Cenk Tosun. You can hold it up. He does very well. Lozano out to Lucas Digne on the wing. Chance here for Everton to get it in. It's out by the Southampton defender. Richarlison gets it back. Lozano, don't be too clever, mate. Have a shot there. Oh, he's had a shot and it's gone out for a corner. First corner of the game, 5 minutes in. See if we can make something out of this. Lozano gets the ball in. Nothing. Seamus Coleman back out. He's offside, is he? No, he's not. And it's a good flick round. He gets the ball in. Richarlison's on his own. No! What a save that was by Fraser Forster. An overhead kick chance for Richarlison there. And he probably could have took it down and took it a little bit, you know, less acrobatic, but oh well. Corner kick, corner ball comes in, and it's dealt with well. And now Southampton have it the other end of the pitch. Well played, Lucas Digne. Lucas Digne gets it back. Great playing on this game, by the way. If you're playing with a career mode, that's not Everton. I think you have to wait a season to sign new players, but I'd sign Lucas Digne if you need the left back, basically. In fact, don't, because that means it takes it off Everton, so just play career mode with Everton and then you can play as Lucas Digne. Here we go, Lozano on the wing, a little bit too clever there, a little bit too much to do. Chase it down, well, good work made by Lozano there. Cenk Tosun, see what I mean by the pace? He's not quite quick enough to play alone, but he can score goals and he is a very good player, so it would be wasting him by just having him on the bench as sort of a second striker to Gabriel Jesus. There we go. Big Kurt Zouma, well played. This doesn't feel like I'm playing on like the third, you know, hardest difficulty. I might have to up this difficulty if I'm not going to, you know, absolutely jinx me chances here and say it's easy, but I don't know, it just seems a little bit easy to get the ball off their players, so might have to up the difficulty, but we'll see how we get on in this game. Jesus on the turn, and he has got space to run now. That's a foul, referee. Tosun gets the ball, doesn't matter, and it's deflected and it's out for another corner kick. And it's a yellow card, which is the right decision because it was an absolutely disgraceful challenge, my friend. Lozano to put the ball in the back. Oh, there's another overhead kick there. Garnagay is going to bring it down and have a shot. It's defended well. Ball is still in Southampton's half and Everton are having the most of the possession so far. It's looking pretty simple for Everton. That's an easy ball for Yerry Mina to pick up and Andre Gomez can run. He spreads it through to Lozano on the wing. Lozano's going to put a ball in. It's not quite good enough, doesn't quite make it in there. Don't quite know what Lucas Digne was doing there, but we'll let him off. Southampton break. And it's again backwards passes. Don't look very confident in this game at all, Southampton. I think they're a little bit scared to attack, probably because our centre-halves are absolutely fantastic. But oh well, out by, well played Andre Gomez, and Lozano has got the ball and he's got space to, I was going to say run on, but he ends up giving it away. Oh, come across. Well in, Lucas Dean, and Lucas Dean has it out. Do not mind having the ball out in that manner. Gets it away from the goal, and like I say, I do not mind that at all. It's a ball in, it's hard for Jordan Pickford, but he ends up claiming it. Gonna play a... Oh, what's that? Jordan Pickford's made a mistake there. It's a good job Yerry Mina can come across and save his teammate there. That was nearly a vital mistake. Pickford nearly giving it to the feet of the Southampton attack. Yerry Mina can run, Yerry Mina can charge. The big Colombian centre-half can charge. Can he get past? I don't think he's quite got the pace, but he can hold it up. And he just gets volleyed, basically, from behind, but it's a good play again. Lozano to Mina, Mina back to Lozano. How was that a foul? Someone tell me how that's a foul, but the Mina one isn't. That's an absolute joke. Absolute joke, referee. Free kick to Southampton, deep inside their own area. Okay, up. Zuma up. Well played by the Everton defence there. Andre Gomez takes it out, just takes too much of a touch, but he managed to get it back. And Cenk Tosun is one-on-one with the keeper. Can he finish? And it's easy. Cenk Tosun has made it 1-0 to Everton. And I don't know why every time I play as Tosun on FIFA 19 and I score a goal and I just press the random buttons on the controller to do a celebration, he always does that old man celebration. I don't know why. I don't know whether someone's been in the press rambling crap about him being old and not good enough and all that. But he manages to get the goal there. And it's fantastic play by Everton. Fantastic play by Andre Gomez to win the ball back after losing it, and it's an easy cultured finish for Cenk Tosun on the 37th minute, I believe it was, and a goal just before half time. Let's see if we can solidify this lead now and go into the break with a lead and not with a draw. John Pickford coming out and claiming there, very nearly a big opportunity for Southampton. Andre Gomez gets it back. It's well played to Seamus Coleman on the wing. Seamus Coleman can burst. Can he set Lozano through? He can, but it's not a great ball. Lozano just failing to cut inside there, can't quite get past his man. It's alright, we've got it in the midfield. It's calm, it's alright, don't worry about it. Just win it back, Blues, just win it back. Don't let your man go, Seamus. Don't let your man go, Seamus. That's alright, that'll do, that's alright, that's alright. Charlison brings it out. Charlison brings it out well to Garnegay, the wanted man. Back inside. Oh, it's a chip ball to Jesus. Jesus just fails to get it back over. Probably a little bit of a harsh ball for him there, but it's half time and we are 1-0 up against Southampton. Hopefully we can go on and get the victory now and get our second win of the season and put us in a really good position. So 1-0 at half time. Cenk Tosun getting the only goal there. We'll see you for the second half in just a moment. So the second half is underway. Obviously Southampton kicking off this half. Good first half by the Blues there, getting the goal. Looking a little bit shaky again at times. I don't know whether that's my tactics. I know there's loads to do with the tactics in this game. You can have it so you're defensive, so you're attacking. You can assign different roles to different players. So I don't know whether it's something to do with that. I might need to have a little look at that before the next episode and see if we can tighten that midfield up a little bit. But Andre Gomez is on the run now. He's got the ball here. He's going to play it back to Richarlison. It's a good ball, Richarlison. Oh, it's a Rabona cross. Doesn't quite make it into Gabriel Jesus, but we don't mind them when you're winning. It's when you're drawing or you're losing and you start doing that it gets a little bit frustrating. The ball now at Southampton in the middle of the park. Armstrong gets it. Lucas Dean loses his man a little bit there. He's got to catch up. Good tackle in the end by Dean. Richarlison just hasn't got the strength to see him off. Dean has to win it back again. Oh, it's a shot. What? John Pickford there. A little bit too confident and I'm not quite sure what happened there. He just hesitated to pick the ball up, but he ends up getting it in the end. Gabriel Jesus hasn't been in this game a lot. Neither has Lozano in his first home game of the season debut. Sorry, butchered that sentence madly. The ball's out by Lucas Dean. Cenk Tosun has to come and collect, but doesn't. Here we see Lozano, and Lozano gives a good ball to Cenk Tosun. Cenk Tosun with the strength there, like I said before, he has got the strength. That's surely a foul. Come on, how is that not a foul? Tosun has gone down injured. because he's been absolutely chomped in half, but apparently it's not a foul. He just gives it back to Richarlison. Richarlison's going to cut inside a Ronaldo shot. It's a good ball in, doesn't quite make it. Garnagay out to Lozano. A little bit of skill by him to bring the ball back inside. Oh, just doesn't quite make it through. And the ball goes out for the throw. And how was that not a foul or a yellow card, by the way, on Tosin? Absolutely fucking criminal. Thinking about bringing on Yukuru on for his first game of the season to see what he can do here. I might have to take Cenk Tosin off with that injury. But Seamus Coleman has let his man go. And he could be in on goal here. It's a brilliant tackle by Kurt Zouma. What a tackle. In fact, while I'm at it now, I'm going to make the change. I'm going to bring Cenk Tosin off. Richarlison is going to go up front next to Jesus. And we're going to bring on Yukuru, who isn't on the bench, because I've changed the other squad, haven't I? I've changed the other team sheet, so he's not on the bench. But nevertheless, Bernard can come on, and we can see a little bit more of Bernard in today's game in action. Andre Gomez gets the ball, it's back to Lozano, who cuts inside, just gets caught there. Again, debatable whether that was a foul or not. Big Kurt Zouma comes across and gets that ball out. Cenk Tosin jogging off there with that injury. Hopefully it's not too serious. Hopefully he can come back and crack on in the next coming weeks. Obviously scoring that all-important goal today, and it generally is a good player. He's got the strength to play in this team, and he can definitely score goals. It's just that pace element. It's a great touchdown by Lozano, and he has got the space now to run on. If he can beat this guy, it's going to be fantastic play by Lozano. He's just getting just out strength there, just hasn't got the strength, but he brings the ball upfield and it gets the ball away from our area, and it's good play in the end. Get the ball back now. Seamus needs to really get back into position there. He is madly out of position. Big Kurt Zouma gives away a foul, which you can make your own mind up with that one, but gives away a foul. I'd say it's shooting distance, but he's probably not going to bury it. Very nearly does, having said that. John Pickford tips it over the bar. Southampton now with a corner. Deal with. It's dealt with fine. Bernard drops it off to Lozano, who does the ball, doesn't quite make it past. A little bit of scurrying here. A little bit too dangerous for my liking that. Lozano's ball doesn't quite make it past. He's trying something a little bit too neat, a little bit too nice for that situation. Instead of just getting the ball out, Bernard wins it back. Richarlison, Bernard can go. Oh, and Bernard can go, and can he go fast? He has a little look round, he sees his players, he sees his teammates, he can cut inside. Bernard gives it back, and it's 2-0. Gabriel Jesus is that? No, it's Richarlison. Richarlison on what would be his home debut, doing the old man set. I think I'm just pressing that celebration. I must just be using that celebration for everyone. But Richarlison getting a goal in the 80th minute and pretty much solidifying the victory for Everton Football Club there. Great play by Bernard down that left hand side, something we've seen in real life already this season, and a nice neat through ball in, and Richarlison puts the ball in the back of the net. Let's keep it tight now, Blues. Let's not concede. Let's keep another clean sheet. Well played by big Kurt Zouma. Lozano can go on the outside, he can go on the inside, he can beat a man for pace. Fantastic play by Lozano. He's going to put that. Oh, it's just too heavy. Needs to work on his final ball, Lozano, but he is definitely a player that can be really key to this Everton squad in the future and now, quite frankly. Seamus Coleman winning it back there near the halfway line, and it's good pressure, and I think we have won this game. I think this is going to be an Everton victory. What I'm going to do before the next episode is I'm going to have a little look at the settings and maybe up the difficulty, because I don't quite think it's hard enough for me, and I don't just want to win every game by fucking, you know, 2-0, 1-0 and all. I want challenges basically, and don't get me wrong, we haven't played a top team yet, but they haven't really offered anything defensively. Gabriel Jesus pretty much solidifying the victory, as he says there. He's going to go over to the camera and he's going to celebrate his first Everton goal of the season, his first goal in the Everton jersey, to make it 3-0 and basically to solidify the game for Everton Football Club. 2 wins out of 2 for Marco Silva, 2 clean sheets out of 2 for Marco Silva. Every goal coming from a player that he has signed, which is really positive. Obviously, assists coming from new players as well. Lozano, it's a cute touch in. Jesus, just too much there. Is that a foul? Is that a goal? Oh, I don't quite know what happened there, but their final whistle has gone and Everton have won their first home game of the season, 3-0. Brilliant performances there by Richarlison and Jesus. Tosin to get the first goal. Hopefully that Tosin injury isn't too serious. We'll have a look at that now before we end the episode. But yeah, another win under our belt, another clean sheet, the second win of the season. Like I say, we'll have a look at the difficulty before the next episode, so it's not just easy peasy lemon squeezy. 85 rating. Now let's advance a little bit of time and see the injury transfer offer for Mason Holgate. £8.3 million. No, I'm going to reject it, because if you think about, you know, Mina, Zuma, any of them to get injured, it is going to be Mason Holgate that comes in. So we'll leave that for now. I'm not going to skip too far ahead, obviously, because I am aware that you guys will be giving me suggestions, or hopefully will be giving me suggestions for players to sign. So I don't want to skip past the transfer window, because then it will be irrelevant, basically. So we're going to end that episode there. Another win under our belt for Everton. Another debut goal for Gabriel Jesus, or another goal for the debutant, should I say. This time Gabriel Jesus being the man. Goal difference of 4. Obviously 2 clean sheets out of 2. Couldn't really ask for anything more. Top of the league. If you have enjoyed this episode, please do leave a like, rating. Sorry, I will be making episode 4 of this when I come back on holiday. So this episode and episode 2 will already be out, and I'll have your guys' suggestions, and I'll be able to see who you guys want me to sign or what you want me to do with this squad. So thank you very much for watching. Please do leave a like, rating if you have enjoyed. Subscribe for more content on the Mighty Blues. And like I say, 2 wins out of 2. Couldn't really ask for anything more to start this career mode off, and let's hope we can continue that form. So thank you very much for watching, and I'll see you soon on the Mighty Blues.